Really?
Thanks for
like
having me.
in this market environment, you're expanding, you're acquiring companies. What's the sense? What's the strategy?
Well, indeed, we are an active buyer of businesses. It's just a part of our broader strategy to make sure that we've got a local regulated presence in every single market that matters for cryptocurrency globally. South Korea, obviously, a very important market, very active. And we've acquired two companies, one with a payment license and one with a virtual asset service provider license to provide kind of a beachhead into the market and an entry point. This is just a part of our long-standing commitment to regulatory compliance. We've recently received a license in Singapore, in principle approval from the MAS for a license as a virtual asset service provider in Singapore. We've got registrations across Europe, in Italy, Greece, and more. We've got a license in Dubai. So it's just a broader push. Building doesn't stop just because the market has cooled off a little bit.
Yeah, but Bitcoin is at 22,000, just shy of actually 23,000. So are you betting on the fact that once winter goes, as always, as the cycle typically runs, you'll have summer for the sector?
Well, it's not the first time. This is a highly cyclical industry. We've seen this before, and during the last cycle in 2017 peak and 2018 bear. We've gone through this once. We've kept our head down and kept on building throughout the bear market. So we were one of the major beneficiaries of 2021 bull run. We've hit 50 million users globally because we were prepared with the product, with the regulatory frameworks. So we just want to continue building. We take a very long-term view of this industry, and it certainly will come back, and will come back very strong.
And speaking of the macro picture, I mean, the crypto sell-off, some would argue, has made some investors really more skeptical about digital assets. I'm just wondering, I want to get a sense from you, what the recovery will look like, and are we going to see the big jumps that we saw in 2021?
It's a great question. Obviously, nobody really knows how this is going to play out and when this is going to happen, the comeback. I think it's important to note that cryptocurrency is now a fairly decent-sized industry. It's not divorced from the broader economic environment, so things like inflation situation, Fed policies, supply chain driving some inflation issues further, or even global conflicts. All these things matter to the timeline for recovery and the shape of the recovery curve. We just believe that eventually markets will find its bottom, and cryptocurrency is going to come back really strong because of the fundamental utility of the technology and how it can change the world for better. So we remain extremely well positioned to be one of the companies that during this downturn strengthen their position, get more market share, and be ready for the bounce